Welcome back to day 3 of 30 websites in 30 days, where I'll be building a website every day using AI. Today we're going to talk about meta titles and descriptions and how AI meta generator could be helping you. So here's a stat that blows my mind. Changing just a few words in your page title can boost your click-through rate by 30% or more. And if nobody clicks on your site in Google, you don't rank. That's it. It's simple as that. Today, we're going to be fixing that with AI-powered titles and descriptions that actually get clicks. Your meta title is the headline that people see in the search results, and your meta description is the ad copy underneath it. Most site builders auto-generate these, and they're terrible. They don't look very good, and they don't engage your audience. This matters because titles influence whether you get the click from the potential customer, and descriptions influence dwell time and conversions. And Google uses click-through rate, or CTR, as a ranking signal. The problem is writing dozens or hundreds of unique titles and descriptions is time-consuming, and that's where AI changes the game. It scans your page, gets the context of the topic, and it can generate multiple SEO-friendly, click-worthy variations in seconds. So one of the tools that I'm working on, which will be available in the school community, is the AI meta generator. So here's how it works. Drop your URL. The tool then suggests 3 to 5 optimized title and description combos. You pick the one you like best, tweak if needed, and paste it straight into your site. So no more boring titles like home, my website. Instead, you get powerful AI optimized copy that grabs more clicks. And here's the kicker. This tool isn't public. It's only available inside the school community. As previously, the first 20 members get in for free. After that, it's £20 a month, and then £40, then £60 as we scale. So if you want the unfair advantage of instant AI SEO tools, grab your spot now. The link's in the description. So that's a quick overview of the next piece of software that we're going to be working on. Next, we're going to be looking at some of the sites that I've been building, and hopefully you'll begin to see the kind of future of the vision that I've been building, because I think we're actually getting somewhere, and some of these are beginning to look really cool. So this is one of the CSS tests, so just making sure that the styling was coming through okay. So for this particular site, we've got these bento items. So they call these boxes bento boxes, and then we've got the color test. So we've got primary is the blue, emergency is red, and then the secondary button is orange. And as you will see, this ties into Heart's property maintenance. So what we've got now is a home page. I don't like this bit you're going to see in a moment. So for some reason, it's showing the Berkhamsted page. Home isn't working. Services, no. Something must have happened at the back end. But basically what you can see is we've got a really well optimized site. So we've got our emergency property repairs in Berkhamsted, which is the town in Hertfordshire, response times, common emergencies, our service coverage, areas we serve, Berkhamsted areas, why choose local Berkhamsted tradespeople, common property issues, the high street, etc., etc. So this now is a comprehensive page that, as you can see, you've got these nice little visuals, animations that pop up, and I think they look pretty good. I like the little elements in there. So we've got some real reviews. It says clearly they're not real reviews because we don't have the business, but that will inevitably get populated with real reviews as the website progresses. And there we go. We've got this rating sector, and then these link to areas nearby. So this is looking pretty good. I mean, it's the kind of website that if you were a property maintenance company, you'd probably be prepared to spend some money on acquiring it, right? So it has got all of the location pages. So Watford, St Albans, Hemel Hempstead, Stevenage, Welwyn Garden City. I'm running some bits in the back end, which might be why it's not working. We've got Hitchin, Letchworth, etc., etc. Then it's got all the market towns as well. Yeah, none of the back end pages are working, but I can assure you. So this one, we obviously need to set up a telephone number for it. So we need to change this. We need the quote form to be built, and we need the back end of the quote form to take over from that. So I'm sure you'll agree, this one's looking pretty good. It's popping. I feel like that's a lovely site. I'm pretty impressed with it. I think the content's pretty good. It could do with a little bit of tweaks and changes, but obviously, yeah, I like this kind of visual at the top. So that one is taking shape. So we're day 3. So we've got that, and we've got the shutters live. Right, next, same thing. Next, we've got Hertfordshire directory. Now, what I wanted to do with this is go down that kind of Mr. and Mrs. Smith vibe. So, but what you'll see is, I think these, they call them cards or business cards. I think they look wicked. Like, I really like the kind of featured and the premium elements. So we're taking shape here. So the back end of this is being built. I don't think that this will, yeah, none of these are linked up yet, but basically behind the scenes, there's hundreds of pages. This one is quite complex. So I was expecting this to take a bit more time. So hopefully if we can get Hertfordshire directory up and running with the front end and then the back end, what we're then going to be doing is basically scraping all the content that will go in there. And that will obviously give us a lovely site that's well populated. We've got a review system that we're going to be implementing where it pulls reviews from TripAdvisor, Trustpilot, Google, and so we actually get abridged versions of the reviews. So what we can actually have is immediately have the ability for people to actually see real reviews from people, with the view that in the future people will be able to add their own reviews to the company on our platform as well. So obviously what we'll be looking to do is to get people to list their businesses, and in fact will list their businesses automatically, but with limited information displayed. And then we'll ask them, would you like to build out your profile on our platform? And if they choose to do that, they can do that for free. They can get a backlink from the website on the condition that they link back to us. So what we want to get is a load of backlinks from companies, and we'll give them the ability to, as featured in Hertfordshire directory, if they want a backlink from our site. Obviously, at the moment, it doesn't have any domain authority, but when we begin the process of link building for it, building some domain authority, I think we could probably get it to a 10 or a 15 relatively easily, and then we begin. If we can get the backlinks from the clients in there, then we could potentially push the domain authority right up. And obviously that's to the benefits of those users. So what we want to do with this is actually offer featured listings. So that might generate some revenue. I'm not holding my breath on that. But some companies might want to sponsor, particularly as we build it, and hopefully we get some traffic for different search terms. But then most importantly, the purpose is that we want to build the relationship with the companies that are actually listing their business on the directory, with a view that we can then offer them SEO services, website building services, or other alternative services. So implementing AI into their business, so kind of building workflows and automations for their companies, and potentially AI voice agents and those other types of services. So this is part of a longer term and strategic approach in terms of it will become the sales platform. But what we're trying to do is do it in quite a subtle way. So it's a gentle approach to somebody. So they see us as a kind of administrative service that potentially helps them. But we're obviously viewing it very much as, you know, this will become something quite powerful. So yeah, that's the kind of the strategy there. So I'm really happy with how this one's looking. There's obviously not 487 businesses, so we'll probably have to undo all of that stuff that it's implemented in there. So what else have we got? There's the drains. Did we see the drains? We saw property maintenance. We've got the drains one. So this is beginning to take shape as well. Hopefully you will agree. And we've got services, block drains. So that obviously it needs some images. I quite like this visual thing that it does. It kind of spins round. I'm not sure why it's got a question mark in there, so there's something not quite right there. But there you go. So it's got this bit doesn't quite look right, and it's nicked that off the blinds or the shutter company. So there's a little bit of tweaking to be done with that there. We haven't got location pages on there for some reason. I don't know where they've gone, but there should be. Yeah, so again, these are not displaying properly, so there's a little bit of work to do just in terms of tidying up. But actually, we're looking pretty good. This one is beginning to take shape as well. So hopefully you can begin to see the kind of progress that I expect to see with these. Yeah, those little bento boxes are popping out quite nicely. I kind of like the gold or orangey colour that we've got there as well. So yeah, looking good. Making progress, and yeah, obviously we'll then there's a little bit to do. There's a little bit to do here in terms of getting this one fully operational. But it is yeah, it's definitely taking shape. I'm not sure why it's put these down here. I don't really understand. Anyway, so there's the progress. I think we've got 4 sites. We've got enjoyhertfordshire.com. As well, which I'm having some challenges with, to be blunt. So what did we do? We had a demo for this. I can potentially show you a quick demo. No, that didn't work. Yeah, I can potentially show you the demo. So this is the kind of beginning of it. And it's got the features. So it's got the premium design system. I actually prefer the design system from Hertfordshire Directory. So what I might do is kind of switch it so it's more Mr. and Mrs. Smith focused. But yeah, obviously we've got a gradual approach. So this is kind of a demo page. I'm having some issue with TypeScript. Basically, the build's not running. So effectively, we've got a back-end server, and then we're using Astro, which is a content management system, as to serve up the front end. But yeah, I'm having some issues with getting those two things to launch. So yeah, this is unfortunately a software, and this is why I'm trying to do the majority of the stuff that I'm working on using a very lightweight HTML, CSS, and JavaScript approach, because then you don't get these launch issues. However, because Enjoy Hertfordshire is going to be, it's got a kind of scraping functionality, it's got the ability to go and build its own events, etc. Obviously, all of that stuff is pretty valuable, and it's more detailed in infrastructure, much the same as Hertfordshire Directory will be. Proper tech involved over these things. So yeah, they're more complex sites. But in the meantime, I'm going to be doing some work on what have we got next. Groundworks Hertfordshire, we'll commence that today, and then Hertfordshire Locksmiths. Hertfordshire Locksmith will be. I'll probably do the product requirement documents for both of those today, and then Hertfordshire Fitness will be the next one after that. So as you can see, we're beginning to get a bit of momentum with the list of sites that we've generated. And then we're going to begin to kind of push through with a view to getting those live. So that's the summary for today. I feel like we've made some really good progress. I was in London for most of yesterday as well, but I still managed to maintain a bit of progress. I was working till quite late last night and then back down this morning. So I've got a day in the desk day at the desk today. So I'm doing this, and I've got various other bits and pieces going on at the same time. What we might be doing is we've agreed a tie-up with a very serious SEO and marketing expert. So the school community might change. And so those who have joined the school community, we're going to go potentially into something slightly different. But as the result of that, you will get much more bang for your buck. As I say, the SEO guy, I've known him for years, and he's incredible. So yeah, that's quite an exciting tie-up. So we're just kind of coming up with naming for the school community. So yeah, we won't include a link for school today, but there will be, yeah, obviously going forward, once we get that sorted out and that school community is launched, then there's going to be a huge amount of SOPs. We're going to cover all aspects of digital marketing and how to make money online, including kind of email marketing, SEO, local sites, and a number of other kind of tactics and strategies, and business automations and AI automations as well. So I think that could be really powerful and really valuable. But yeah, we had a call on that this morning, so that's something that we're gonna look to get launched. So yeah, I won't include the school link today, but going forwards, that will be the link. Anyway, hope you have a great day. Hopefully that was a useful update. As usual, I will so temporarily the links will go into the existing school community. So I need to put the prompts that I use and the background information for Claude, so that you've got that documentation. But as we progress, we will be building this out in a more structured way. Anyway, have a good one. Look forward to speaking soon. Bye.